welcome to my channel that is pretty much dead and I only water it from time to time. If it were a plant, it would probably not come back to life. But here I am trying. Maybe if I overdo it this time, I can get somewhere. And by somewhere, I mean consistent uploading once a year. Which is pretty much what I have been doing. If you don't know me, which you probably don't, because I have about 10 people watching, and I don't think any of those people actually subscribed on purpose. I'm NightOwlKarol. That is my Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat, my pretty much everything that I managed to get my hands on as soon as I figured out this amazing username when I was 13, when Snapchat first came out or something, I don't know. So here I am. I live in Scotland, I'm not from here, and this whole video is that I am an absolute mess. Why? Because I'm about to be 20 in a week's time, and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Hooray! Which is pretty much everyone at my age. And I think there's a point where you get sick of hearing you're so young, you've got your whole life to figure things out, and you're overthinking things. I am one of those people who overthinks everything and overplans everything, and I just like to have things figured out. And for someone who sounds so organised, I am not. I am literally sitting in a living room that is full of my mess, and I feel sorry for my mum who keeps cleaning up after me. But yeah, here I am. My 20th birthday is in a week's time, and I'm freaking out a little bit. So I just wanted to take some time. I wanted to take this video to just reflect on everything that I did this year, and not just from the start of 2019. I mean, since my 19th birthday. So I made a list because my memory is not that good, and I had to look through my social media to actually figure out what I was doing. So yeah, since my 19th birthday, I have changed my hair colour 3 times. It has gone from red to weird grey to pink, which again, I think that grey was actually a spray paint that I tried to do for Halloween. Don't know why, it washed out, but that's what my Instagram says. So I've gone from red to grey to brown, which is me now. I broke up with someone on New Year's Eve, which I think is the reason why I changed my hair colour, which is what every girl does after a breakup. So I travelled back to Poland, where I'm originally from, to see my family. I also at this point I believe I had a full fringe across my giant forehead. I went there with my mum. It was really nice. It was really nice to see the family. So I went to Poland. I then went to Alton Towers in June. After that I went to Canada. So I went to Toronto, where I managed to catch the Raptors parade. That's what it was. I managed to catch the Raptors parade. But there was so many people in Toronto at that time. It was amazing. I got to talk to so many strangers. So I went alone, by the way. When I went to Canada, I went by myself. And I got to meet so many amazing people. I just got to talk to everyone on the plane. I talked to a guy for 7 hours because that's how long the flight from London to Toronto was. I went to the Niagara Falls. I went to Vancouver afterwards. My best friend used to stay in Vancouver. She's come back home now. So while I was there, her and her husband took me to a gun range and I fired my first gun. I fired multiple guns actually, one of them being a 50 cal. And the whole Canada video is going to be somewhere along the corner here or here. This is the first time I've ever done something like this. Shot a gun. We gambled for the first time as well because she worked in a casino. We saw some orcas when we went out for a very bumpy and painful ride, and my cat's making a noise somewhere. I don't know if you can hear that. Hopefully not. Can you not? Cheers. So if my camera has moved, it has, because I stopped filming because the cat was making so much noise in her toilet that it was annoying me. So I might be slightly off now. I'm gonna try and fix that. I don't know how. But I'm back. Okay, so what I was saying is that I saw orcas in Canada. It was amazing. We got our asses absolutely thrashed on that boat on the way back because we stayed out way too late and we were basically trying to get back on time before the sunset properly dipped under. So we just came, when we were coming into port, it was like getting really dark, like proper dark. So we just made it in time. We were there, we were in Victoria for Canada Day. It was amazing, honestly, amazing. Best holiday of my life. I've, again, linked it somewhere there. When I came back from Canada, I was working a summer job. So I was working at the military tattoo in Edinburgh, which is one of those experiences that you just cannot explain to anyone else. It is an amazing job. I am so grateful to be working there, to have been able to work there for the second time now. The team there is absolutely amazing. The people you work with are so interesting. So it's all military, and then you have people who apply for the jobs like us, like the students, so we're the ushers. You have the entire team that organizes the whole event. So you have all the event staff, you have all the office people in there, you have all your performers from all over the world. It is a phenomenal place to work. And honestly, I am grateful for every single time that I've been able to work there. And you wanted to get there earlier, actually, because your friends are going to be there. But on top of that job that I was working for 5-6 hours, I was also working at my normal job that I work in all the time, so I work in a shop. And that was pretty hard on Sundays. I tried to take the first and the last weekend off. Then my contract changed because of the whole summer thing. I tried to also pick up some overtime so we can get a little bit of extra money so I can make up for all the money I spent traveling. And that was me working 2 jobs during the summer. I also ended up falling in love that summer, end of August actually. And that's the person I'm with just now. I went to MAGA with my friends. And that was also, MAGA's such a cool place to be. It's so different. Everyone speaks English. It's not even like a Spanish town anymore. And it's just such a party town. We did so many things as well. My phone actually ended up getting stolen. But before that even happened, we went skinny dipping, which was a weirdly liberating moment in my life. It is so cheesy, it is so dumb, and I think we just got lucky that we weren't staying in like central MAGA, we were staying a little bit offshore. Not offshore, but away from the center, so we were like on a different beach. I think we were just really lucky that no one took our stuff, which is ironic and funny because on the night out that I had in a foam party, that I nearly drowned in, someone took my phone. So be careful in MAGA. Please do not take your phone unless you desperately need it to. If you have like a spare phone with just like maps that you don't give a fuck about, probably take that. Take a disposable camera. I don't know, I just probably would not recommend taking a lot of money or valuables on a night out. Just honestly, I don't think it's worth it. There's so much stress. I had to go to the police station and everything else. During that holiday, I actually argued with one of the girls and we're not friends anymore, so I've lost a friend. But sometimes you just need to let go of some people in your life and it just gets better afterwards. We came back from MAGA, came back to uni. I'm in 3rd year now, doing psychology. Hooray. No, I'm not going to read your mind. That's not quite how that one works. Went to Blackpool to see my boyfriend because he lives all the way past London and I live all the way up in Scotland. So we try to meet in the middle. And Blackpool is amazing as well. I'm gonna try and add some pictures as we go if I figure out how to do that. If not, this is a pretty horrible video and it's not at all how I want it to be. Went to Blackpool, came back, changed my entire wardrobe because I didn't like my style, and I am slowly creeping back into comfy t-shirts and comfy bottoms. What else? Oh, I went to York as well. that's another place where me and the boyfriend met up halfway. York is so beautiful. If you like history, if you like cute old towns, if you like Harry Potter, that's the town that it's all based on. It is such a gorgeous town, honestly, so pretty. And then I had to go to uni for a bit, obviously. Can't travel all the time, unfortunately. Well, maybe I can. Maybe one day. Just recently I've come back from Paris. That was in October. I went to Paris with my mum for 4 days actually. My Instagram is full of pictures from there. Straight after Paris that weekend I went to Glasgow to my first football game ever, and I can gladly say it's going to be my last, but that was for my boyfriend's birthday. And during that time I met his dad and his brothers and his friend, and everyone was really wonderful. We just kept on drinking beer and having a proper laugh, so I think it went fine. For my first football game though, I don't think it's gonna happen again. After that, on the Monday, so just the week, so we stayed there for the weekend. Monday I went to uni, and then straight after I went to see his mum. So I went to meet his mum and her partner, and that was amazing as well. She's really, really sweet. I had to stay the night because my train got cancelled. And then since then I've gone in a personal trainer for the 60th time, and it's the same one as well. I've managed to lose and gain the same amount of weight, during the past year, but now I'm trying to actually do it properly and not yo-yo as much as I did. I've been going to uni and I live in my overdraft. I owe my mum money from Canada. I need to pay off my credit cards. I keep buying things that I don't need. And I just get stressed sometimes. So really that's the reason I'm a mess, because I need to do a lot of things to improve myself in the next year. That is what I've done since I turned 19. It's a long list. It's a very long list actually. But from 20 to 21, I have a much shorter list. And that's all I'm setting up for the next year. Whatever else happens will happen. But I want to learn how to handle my money. I want to stop spending as much on stuff I don't need. And I want to have some money saved up, and I want to have paid off all my debts. So my debts to my mum, my credit cards, my everything, I want to pay it all off. I want to also get fitter. I want to get to this ideal. I have like an image in mind. I have a target in mind, and that's where I want to get. It's about getting stronger, fitter, and just a healthier version of myself. I always want to travel more. That is my #1 goal. That's all I ever want to do. I want to figure out if there's any placements that I can do to help with my university degree. And in the summer I want to get my driving license. So that is like the top things that I want to do. I want to visit new countries. I want to start up my finances. I want to have a driving license, pay off my debts, and get healthier. And figure out a placement. So in a whole year, that should be possible. Hopefully. That's all I want to do. So, I will try and take you guys with me. All 10 of you who are subscribed to me. Probably less by now because this has been a boring ass video. But I think it's an important video for myself to look back on in the future, especially. It's kind of like turning over a new leaf, because not even a new leaf, this is a new chapter in my life. This is all a new chapter.